Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a Cafecito con Masha. Finalmente estamos de regreso con las entrevistas que tanto esperábamos. Como saben, bueno, pues la temporada de patinaje apenas está iniciando y en estas vacaciones, bueno, pues también los patinadores se tomaron su tiempo libre, pero ya estamos de regreso y el día de hoy tenemos una entrevista bastante interesante. Antes que nada, amigos, quiero recordarles por favor que se suscriban a este canal, no se van a arrepentir. Estoy subiendo absolutamente todo el contenido que tenga que ver con las entrevistas de patinaje, perdón, no con las entrevistas, con las competencias de patinaje sobre hielo, todo lo que está sucediendo en el mundo del patinaje, lo verán aquí, videos semanales y además, pues por supuesto, todas estas increíbles entrevistas en vivo. Síganme también en mis redes sociales para que se enteren de todo lo que estoy haciendo. También quiero invitarlos a que vayan a la página de Golden Skate. Ahí tienen un foro increíble de discusión y también se van a enterar de todas las noticias relacionadas con el patinaje sobre hielo. Y por último, para quienes quieran que lea un comentario o una pregunta al final de la entrevista, por favor no dejen de utilizar el super chat. Hi everyone, welcome to Cafecito con Masha. I'm very excited because today we have an amazing interview. It's going to be super fun. We have a truly amazing skater, and of course I didn't have figure skating interviews on the summer because some skaters were taking a little break, but now I'm back. So first, before going to the interview, I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel. You won't regret it because, of course, I'm uploading videos every week regarding all the competitions of the season. So it's amazing. It's really good. And also, I will be doing more live interviews like this one. So please subscribe and also follow me on my social media. I also want to remind you to go to Golden Skate. You will find a forum, a discussion forum, and it's really cool. And also, you will find all the news figure skating related. And if you want me to read a comment or a question at the end of the interview, please use the super chat. Thank you to those donations you make to my YouTube channel. We've been growing so much. So I don't want to keep you waiting, and I want to introduce our guest for today. We have the amazing and the incredible Joti Polizoakis from Germany. Did I say it right?
Yes, said it right. Hello, hi everyone. Hi Masha.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you here finally.
Thank you for having me, and I'm looking forward to speaking to you. And oh my God, when you speak, it was Spanish, right, at the
Yes.
beginning? It sounds so beautiful. Like I wish I could speak that language.
Oh, you could. I mean, how many languages you told me you speak?
Well, I do speak 5 languages, but un poco español. You can count that I can speak that.
Well, you know, Spanish would be so much easier for you because you speak more difficult languages. So Spanish should be easy. You should try to learn.
If you say so, I'm gonna try to learn. Yeah, I
You
should
should.
because it sounded so beautiful when you were speaking.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know because I speak it every day, but thank you.
Now you know.
So I want to go back to the beginning. How did you get into figure skating? That's like, like the obvious question.
Right. So I have to go way back actually. I'm half Czech and half Greek. My mom, she's from the Czech Republic, and my dad is from Greece. I was born and raised in Germany, but I have a favorite aunt. She's the younger sister of my mom, and she's only 9 years older than me, and she used to figure skate.
Oh,
And in Czech Republic, figure skating is quite a popular sport. Like the first sport is ice hockey, and afterwards it's skating. Like you literally learn how to skate while you're in kindergarten.
wow.
And because of my aunt, who I loved and still love, she's still my favorite. And because of the small that we had, I used to spend a lot of time.
I think we're losing you. Guys, maybe the signal is a little bit low, the Wi-Fi or something. But oh, he's here. You're here. I see you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You're
back.
back.
Right? It was freezing.
Yeah, but you're back. You're back. So you were saying that because of your aunt or something?
Yes, she was my favorite aunt. Exactly. and she used to. Is it freezing?
Kind of, a little bit. Maybe it's the signal. Sometimes it happens. Don't worry. This all
So
happens on live broadcasting, so don't worry.
okay, okay. Well, she used to be a figure skater, and I went with her to the ice rink one day, and that's when I fell in love with the sport too, and I wanted to really start to skate.
Wow. So you started as a single skater, right? And you went up to the junior level and you were competing even in a junior Grand Prix and everything. You were such an amazing skater. And if I'm not wrong, you were with Michael Hutt.
Yes,
I love
he
him.
used to coach for 5 years.
He's
Yes,
amazing.
I get it because it's funny when I was before he was my coach, I used to really look up to him, and I used to look up to Carolina Kostner, and I really wanted him to be my coach one day.
Yeah.
So when my mom actually sent him an email, I was 14 years old. I was really happy when he said, yeah, he would really love to take me into his training group.
Wow.
And that was a huge step because it meant for me to move away from home, to move to Oberstdorf, where he is based. And yeah, that was actually one of my big dreams in my career, just to be coached by Michael Hood. But as you said, I started with single skating and I actually went all the way up until seniors. But my first senior year was my last senior year in
Okay.
single skating. Yes.
Actually, I have a nice story with Michael. Let me tell you. In my first Olympic commentating job, which was in Torino 2006, uh,
Mm-hmm.
all the media was in like a floor in the Palabella, and in that same floor, all the figure skaters were doing the warm up. So, whenever I was going to the bathroom, I used to see all the figure skaters warming up. So there
Right.
he was with Carolina, and he was like stretching her or something, and he was so nice. He was saying hi or whatever, and then me and my cameraman went to a prohibited area to get an interview from Carolina. And then Michael said, "Oh, I think you cannot be here. This is a private place, and I think your accreditation doesn't cover this area." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I just wanted to interview Carolina." "Okay, okay, do it fast. It doesn't matter. I got you covered." So he was, watching to see if there was like some
Yeah.
security from the Palavela or something. So they gave me the interview really nice. And the next time I saw him, like the day after or something, he gave me a little gift. It was a pin from the German Federation. Oh, it was so nice. I keep that pin like, like a treasure. He was so nice with me.
And you know those pins at the Olympics, like everyone wants them.
I know. I know.
I still have many pin, like I have a lot of them from 2018, and whenever I give someone one of those pins, they're like over the moon happy. So
Yes. I was like,
understand
"Oh, my
happiness,
precious."
but that's nice of him,
Yeah,
really.
he was really
Yeah.
nice. And he's like so
Wow.
funny and so smiling all the time. I don't know. I just love him. Eventually, I want to interview him because he's an amazing coach. So,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, so you were competing at the highest levels, but you only did, like you said, your first senior competition was your last senior competition. That's right. So why did you
Yeah.
switch to dance, to ice dance?
Well, it's funny, I was very successful in juniors nationally, but oh, it's so funny. That was my first junior Grand Prix actually in
Yeah, in
Courchevel.
Courchevel.
Yeah. And oh my God, I haven't seen those videos in a very long time. I'm like shy about them. That's like baby. Um, it's funny because I was actually also really good in jumping and I was really good in training, but I felt pretty early on that my legs work differently in competitions. I guess
Yeah.
when I was about actually 15, 16 years old, I felt that just every time I'm at a competition, I can't bring everything as I am used to in training.
Okay.
And I was always more like the component side of me,
Mm.
the second one, the expression and the skating skills things. it was just, I was the strongest in that. I wasn't the strongest jumper. So even though I was always winning the German junior national titles, it was more because of my skating and because of my programs, and not really because I had the heaviest jumping content, you know. And so I actually wanted to switch to ice dance when I was about 15 years old.
Wow.
But back then, actually, Mr. Hood said no, and even my federation said no, you should not switch to ice dance, just because I was still the best in Germany. So they wanted to build me up until the seniors, but I just felt it that my way is gonna anyways end up in ice dance. And so I did all the junior years, and I was quite successful. I was internationally also winning some competitions, but it was never, I never competed the way I trained. And it was never, I was anyways never a skater who skated because I love jumping. No,
Mhm.
I love dance. I love to express myself. I love to skate my step sequence, like for
Yeah,
all
I
the
get it.
ice dance reasons.
Yeah.
And so I, as I said, I then had my first senior season, and that was my first season. I was not successful, but also I started having boot problems and injuries, and it was mentally also very tough on me
Yeah.
because I ended up doing something that I didn't really want to do anymore. Like I
Yeah.
knew in the seniors it's tough. I was like, what the hell am I doing? So that's when I was like, I'm gonna just switch to ice dance. It was a decision I did on my own, and actually the federation didn't support it at the beginning. Mr. Hood said then, you do you, and that's what I did, and the rest is history pretty much, because I was way more successful in ice dance than in single skating.
Totally. And you know, I get what you say that you enjoy more the part of the program components. It shows. I mean, when people talk about you skating, they talk about your style or your inspiration on the ice and, you know, all those things, your
Yeah,
personal style of, you know, just gliding and expressing and everything. So I get it. I get what you say. And when we saw
yeah,
the video, it shows that jumps are not like your strongest part of figure skating.
no. It never was and it never will be, but I do have to say, I still jump triple sal and triple toe on ice dance blades like this.
Oh my god, you're
But
brave.
I still have it in my legs, like, you know, I still have it in my legs, and I'm not training jumps, trust me, but it's still in my legs. So something is still there, but no, I'm
Oh
happy
my
that I
god.
took the route
But
of being
it's so many years since you switched to ice dance and you can still jump triples. Wow, that's
yeah,
cool.
7 years now. Yeah.
You're crazy. And with dance blades, oh my god, you're going to
Yeah.
kill yourself. That's so amazing. That's so cool. And do you do some jumps when you go on the shows?
Yes. See, that's like, I want to still keep them up. I want to keep them fresh, just because, you know, it's another trick that I can show off.
Yeah, of course.
It's like another plus. And so I'm like training Salcio and Tulip because I know that's enough for the shows. But honestly, sometimes I'm just like also on the ice and I just get the vibe of wanting to jump. So I just start jumping.
I get it.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So, of course, eventually you went to Pyeongchang Olympics, as we were saying. That's so great. I mean, how was your whole Olympic experience? How did you feel when you were on the ice, you know, with the Olympic rings everywhere? I mean,
Yes.
the Olympics, that's like everyone's dream.
Yeah, it's so funny because if I'm being honest with you, like very, very honest, um, I've had an amazing time. And when we were skating during those practices, it actually felt kind of like Disney World. That's what I said to the German press too. I was like, oh my God, everyone's so nice. We're eating such good food. Everywhere are the Olympic rings. You know, there is a shop, here is a shop. It really felt to me like Disney World. But I never really understood, even though I was there, that I was there. Like I understood it just after the competitions, because
Yeah.
until the competitions you were still in, like, I would call it beast mode, just like, you know, training, eating, taking a walk, going back to training, sleeping.
Yeah.
So that was my schedule every day. And I knew like you are there with different athletes, but you're still very focused on your training and on your performance. So it really hit me when we were done competing. Here you can see our free dance.
I love it.
And yeah, when we were done competing, that's when I walked through the Olympic Village and I was like, wow, like, Yoti, you made it. Like, you're here. Like, that's what you've been working for so long. And yeah, it was a very special moment. And actually, this moment where you see right now, that was like a moment that I'm still feeling up to date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, it's like I said, it's everyone's dream. And it's funny because whenever I talk to Olympians and I ask them this same question, they answer the same way you did. It's like they didn't know they didn't know they were at the Olympics. I mean, it's like, they were so focused on skating, and it's like so overwhelming, so many things happening at the same time, and it sinks
Yeah.
in after you compete and you're like, oh my god, it's done.
Yeah. You know, I also regret it a little bit because Pyeongchang was a really cool place to be. South Korea. I've never been prior to that in South Korea. And when I was done competing, I went with my family for 2 days to Seoul,
Hmm.
to the capital. And it's such an amazing city. Like, my family enjoyed it so much. And I was just like walking through the city as it would have been nothing. But I wish that I could have, my mind was still at the competition and at
Right.
everything. And I wish that I could have also like used the time more like active, like to like really
Yeah.
feel it. But I guess if you say all the Olympians feel the same way, I guess I'm not the
Yes.
only one.
Everybody says the same. I mean,
Yeah.
they say it's so overwhelming to be there that you cannot kind of enjoy in the moment because you're focused on something else. And then when it's done, it's like, oh my God, I'm at the Olympics, right? I didn't
Yeah.
notice.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So, in your defense, you were focused. And let's say something. I mean, the obvious. Not everyone goes to the Olympics. So, if you weren't watching the city like you should have, you
Yes.
must be really proud because you competed at the Olympics and nobody does that. I mean, not so many.
Listen, we had to get a job done. So,
Yeah.
and we did it, and we were really happy with our Olympic performances on the ice and the way we competed there. And yeah, it was just the most special competition in my life. It
No.
was this way.
So it
Yeah.
was like closing really nice your competing career.
Yes, even though I didn't know up to this point that I am
It was,
actually gonna.
yes.
Yeah, it
Oh,
wasn't really.
hard. I know. Retirement is really, really hard.
Yes.
So after the Olympics, you went to skate on holiday on ice for a season, right? So for someone like you with these artistic skills and everything, did you enjoy it? How was the experience for you?
Well, it's funny because I did Holiday on Ice before I did Holiday on Ice. Oh, how nice. That
Hmm.
was the stage video. Yes. So, I didn't quit my competitive career because I really wanted to quit, but because my partner, she quit.
Yes.
And then it was really tough on me to like figure out what I want to do and how I want to continue my career. But the same day she told me she's done, I got an offer of doing Dancing on Ice in Germany. So Dancing on Ice is basically a show like Dancing with the Stars in the US,
Yeah.
just on the. So I was the professional and I got a celebrity on
Oh
my
yeah,
side.
that's cool.
And the celebrity is actually Sarah. You see her with me right there. And we won the first season of Dancing on Ice here in Germany. And she was, or she still is, one of my very best friends. And it was very hard because I kind of lost my competitive career, but she gave me a completely new career and also a new friendship, which I treasure very, very much. And so we won the first season, and then we got asked by Holiday on Ice if we don't want to be the star guests for their next tour.
Mm.
And because we enjoyed working together so much, and obviously, it's from everyone. I would say every skater wants to be a part of Holiday on Ice in some capacity. Like when I was a little child, I knew I wanted to do it once. But so when they called us, I was really happy and I was like, yeah, Sarah, let's do it because it's so much fun. And we didn't do the whole tour. We just did a couple of cities, a couple of
Yeah.
stations. So there is no cooler job than like traveling every week to a different city and to
Yes,
perform
of course.
performances, to feel the audience and to just like feel yourself on the ice. Like that's what I'm living for. Like I don't need any more judges. I just need the viewers to be my judges.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really amazing, and I love to be a part of Holiday on Ice, and I hope to be soon a part two. Who knows? But I really enjoyed it. But I also have to say I love doing shows, but I love competing too. Like it is a difference. Like I guess I just love the adrenaline, and it doesn't matter on what stage, if it's the show stage or the competition stage or I don't know, the floor stage. I just love to get out there and to do my thing.
I have a question for you. If you had the chance, if you found a partner who wanted to compete, would you go back to competing?
Well, never say never.
You never know. Look at Eric Radford. After
Exactly.
retirement, he went back.
Exactly. So listen, after the Olympic Games, I really needed a break from this whole competitive world. I really did because the Olympic season was very hard on me and on my partner, mentally, physically. Um, it was just a lot. We were living in the United States. We were very far away from our families for a very long time. And when I lost my career, because that's how it felt when
Yes, of
she
course.
told me.
That was your job.
Exactly. I really was like, oh my God, I gotta go get away from all of that. Like you've achieved all your goals. You're a national champion. You went to Europeans and World Championships. You're an Olympian. Like it's enough for now. And that's what I was communicating also to my federation right away. I did go to Russia for 2 weeks to try out with girls, just to feel like if I feel something. And I was really like, mm-mm, I need a break.
Yeah.
So what I took, but if I'm being really honest, since the past 2 years, it's so funny because I still see myself as a skater. I've been working a lot as a choreographer and also as a coach, and I was helping, but I still see myself as a skater because I still keep in shape. And I do have a feeling that I might could come back if there would be the perfect fit. So let's see if I'm finding the fit. But listen, I'm still young. I just turned
Yes,
26. I'm not the youngest.
you
I'm
are
not the
young.
youngest, but it's now or never.
Yeah.
And who? But I would. I would definitely go back into competitions because I do have to tell you too. I've lived the past 4 years. Everything that I wanted to live before 2018, I did now those past 4 years,
Yeah,
and I I realized I can still do all of that when I'm done competing, but I can for
exactly.
sure not compete forever. So why not? Maybe it's a different kind of career story, but
Mhm. It doesn't
I don't.
matter. Everybody has his own story.
So yeah, just to answer your question, yes, I would come back.
Okay, girls, now listen. We're doing a casting right now. That's so
Yeah,
cool. That I
yeah,
love that. I mean, yes, you're young, and the benefit of doing ice dance is that it's not so hard on the body as free skating, because you don't have to jump and fall like a million times. So,
right.
I mean, of course, you can do it. Look at
Yeah,
Daisuke. I mean, he was in free
I
skating and now
know.
he's in ice dance, and he's like a
I know.
veteran in the sport, and he's doing ice dance, and he's doing great.
He's doing really amazing.
I know.
It's because he's with my old coach Marina Zueva
Yeah.
actually, and we're still in touch. I hear from her every now and then, and I'm always like also nosy and I want to know stuff, and she told me they're doing really great, and yeah, no, like preach Daisuke because
I know.
that's
I know.
amazing.
He loves the sport. I mean, if I
Yeah,
had like I would love to do that. I mean, I love the sport, but my body doesn't stand it anymore, you know? I'm a
Yeah.
coach right now, I'm a choreographer also, but it's not the same to be competing. I mean, I'm
Right.
not as young as you are, of course, but you can do it. So, girls, get in line because now we have like a big
No,
opportunity here.
yes, but I can tell you also one thing. Even though I wasn't training as hard those past 4 years, like my previous years, I feel way better and stronger as a skater than I was in 2018. And I do truly think I'm a way better skater and athlete now than I was in 2018. Just because I got older, I got wiser,
Yeah.
I'm training my body the way I feel like I need to train my body. Um, I all these show things taught me completely how to skate differently and to like skate with every girl that just comes, you know.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I do feel like actually now physically at my strongest.
Yeah, because you're training smarter and you're taking things more seriously because you're more mature. So that helps,
Right.
right? So you were talking about coaching and choreographing and everything. How do you like it?
I love be doing choreographies for sure. So that's something that I'll always want to do in life until I die, probably, because I love being very artistic. Like, I just love listening to music. I love to get creative. That's completely my thing. With coaching, I enjoy coaching, and I really love to see the progress of the skaters. But it's funny, I realized that I prefer coaching ice dance than single skating.
Hmm?
With choreography, it doesn't matter to me. I like both, or I also did actually all disciplines, also pair skating. Choreography, I just love to help everyone finding their creative program. But with coaching, I realized I prefer ice dance to single skating. I can't even really tell you why, but I guess I just like the teamwork. You know, we are more people. It's not just one to one.
It's harder.
It's harder, exactly. And yeah, but I enjoy it. And I also have to say, I think I'm a better skater now just because I coach and
Yeah.
see a lot of different things, things that I like, things that I don't like, and things that I like take right away with me. Because if I see someone who has not a straight leg pointed out, like I
You learn a
automatically
lot.
I learn it and I do it exactly. So yeah.
That's cool. And also, we were talking, you have some other projects. Can you talk about them?
Well, I always now the past since 2018, like dancing on ice actually opened a door or many doors for me, and yeah, I did many things. I actually shot a short movie last fall.
Nice.
I did two commercials, one for Volkswagen, the other one for Coca-Cola. So there is a lot of stuff going on. And right now I have also two projects, but I can't really speak. The
Oh,
one is on the and the other one is in the acting field.
oh,
So yeah. No, listen, I really want to live as an artist. That's just what I really feel that that's the only way I can be happy in life, to be very artistic. And it doesn't need to be only in figure skating, but I love all the artistic things. I've been also um, I've been also dancing into music video clips. I loved it. It was
nice.
yeah, I've been actually on a live stage dancing as one of the main dancers. I loved it. And it was frightening because, you know, I usually know only the eyes,
Hmm.
but it was just another thing. So I love to see and learn, and you know, figure skating is its own world, dancing its own world, like ballroom dancing, ballet world, acting is its own world. Like I just love to see and touch everything a little bit, and whatever comes I do. If I have fun, then even better.
That seems like a fun life.
Yeah, but also a hard life because
Yeah,
you know
I know.
to you need to be always on top of yourself,
Oh, yeah.
even if you're not comfortable in that situation. Like, to be honest, my hardest performance in life was probably really that one dance performance on stage because I just like I was missing my skate so much, and it was so
What am I
weird
doing here?
dancing with shoes. And actually, it was during Corona time. I mean, we were still in COVID times, but
Yeah.
it was my first performance without audience, and I was like, "Wow, what is this? Why I'm a figure skater? Like, why would you put yourself in those situations?" But I'm very lucky and grateful to be even in those situations. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for my life and that I get so many different opportunities to work in.
Yeah, everything is a learning experience, right?
Yeah.
So we have a couple of questions from the audience. Someone is asking, "What's your favorite program from all times?"
Okay, mine or from other
Guess
skaters?
yours. Okay, let's say one yours and one from anybody else.
Oh my god! But you know, there's so many.
I know.
How
There's
do
so many.
um? Okay, let's start with my favorite program. Ugh. You know, I would have to say probably our first free dance to Amelie.
Uh-huh. Oh,
It was
Amelie, I love that music.
so first of all, I really loved that music too. And it was just, you know, it was my first ice dance season. We were like the underdogs. We were always just like getting higher and higher and better and better. And it was just a program very special to my heart. So I'd go with Amelie and with, of course, the Olympic free program.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's talk
Okay.
like about in general. Okay, let's try to filter a little bit. Um,
Can we do all disciplines? Because
yeah.
I cannot choose.
Okay.
So let's start with pair skating.
Okay.
I will have to go with the Olympic performance from my very good friend Alyona
Oh
Savchenko. And
yes. Yeah.
I mean, you know, that was crazy to even be there live, but it's just an amazing, amazing program. And but I cannot like, oh my god, then there is the Chinese team. I love the Rain in Your Black Eyes free program.
It was so nice. Yes.
Su Shen and Hongo Zhao are my favorite pair skaters of all time. Like
Everything.
I can't really say, but like love them all. And then ice dance, well, I guess I love Tessa and Scott's free dance from 2010.
Obviously.
From 2010, that's my like my all-time favorite.
I think
I,
every time I ask this question, everybody mentions that program.
you know, I can tell you some funny story. Like like me and my partner, we would never compare ourselves to Tessa and Scott. But when we went into the Olympic season, so before we chose Pride and Prejudice, we went with a different music. But the ISU actually, I can say it was Ave Maria
Nice.
because I really wanted. So I spoke with Marina, who choreographed obviously Tessa and Scott's 2010 program,
Hmm.
and Marina, I know we are not Tessa and Scott, but I just want to like have kind of the same like feeling and kind of feel the same like moment, like everything should be light and like peaceful and emotional. So we chose Ave Maria, but a fun fact is we were not allowed to skate to it. The ISU said it's not allowed because it's a religious music.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Listen,
I mean, I know it's a religious song, but I didn't know it wasn't allowed.
because so many skaters still skate to it. But
Yeah.
we were too scared because we actually got a real email and we were like, okay, we cannot do this during the Olympic season. And it's unfortunate because that program was so good. Like that was actually my favorite program.
Oh.
No, not to see it, but that one was really really good. Anyway, so we went with Pride and Prejudice. That was good too. But yeah, I really wanted to have the same feeling, kind of like Tessa and Scott in
I
2010
get
in
it.
my
Yeah.
experience. So yeah, that's my favorite program.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a good one. And in singles, that's
Listen,
hard.
Everything Carolina Kostner.
Oh yeah, everything, yeah.
Everything Carolina Kostner. There are some programs I really like from oh my god, what is her first name? Satako Miyahara.
Hmm.
I think she's a beautiful skater. Oh, I love Mao Asara's Madame Butterfly.
Oh yes, one of the best.
That one was really, really good. And oh my god, there's so many. When I think about Michelle Kwan's or
I love Michelle.
Rachmaninoff, I loved her. So yeah, there are many. And in singles, listen, it's gonna be forever my all-time favorite, Alexei Yagudin, 2002, short program and free program.
The Man on the Iron Mask, was it that one?
Yes,
That
free
was the
program.
free, right? Which was
Yes,
the
and
short?
short,
I can't remember.
it was the winter with the snow,
Oh yes, of course. Yeah,
where
good.
this white, black.
Yeah,
Uh,
I remember. Yes. Yeah, he was good.
he was good. And when I think about the times now, I really like. Well, I like actually Daisuke Takahashi's programs a lot.
Yeah,
Patrick Chan was a beautiful skater to look at.
he was so
So
inspiring.
yes, so there are too many good programs I
Yes,
can
there are
say.
too many. It's a hard question, I know. So, another question. Okay. So, what are your expectations for the Olympics? That's a hard one.
For the upcoming Olympics,
Yes. Oh,
listen, Russia is gonna kill the ladies
I
field.
know. It's going to be a Russian podium, I think.
Yeah, probably. Even though I really am a fan of Rika Kihira,
He's
and I'm a
good.
huge fan of the Belgian figure skater, the figure skater from Belgium, Lona Hendricks.
Yes. But I
I'm
think she
rooting
will
for
be on
her.
the top 10, but I don't see her at the podium. I mean,
No,
Rika can fight it.
not on the podium, but I'm really rooting for her to get as close as she can.
Yes, because she's good and she's been improving so much.
Yes, like when I think about Europe, it's for me the Russians, and then she can be like the next actually.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yes, totally.
So yeah, ladies, the Russian field in with the men's event. I mean, it's going to be between Yuzuru and
I
Nathan.
know. I think we're not going to be able to sleep the night before that competition. I mean, it's
Exactly.
going to be a massacre.
I don't even want to I don't want to even imagine how it's going to be, but
It's going to be crazy. A real,
they're both amazing. They're both so good. I couldn't even tell you who I like more. I think they are
they're
both
so
amazing.
good, so different. I mean,
Yeah,
Yusu, of course, he's more artistic, and Nathan is more athletic, but he's been improving also the artistic part. I mean, last season he was so good.
I was just about to say I think he improved really in in the
Yeah.
artistic side.
Yes.
I can tell you there are some of my favorite programs are from him. I really liked his that French short program that he did, La Boheme.
Yes.
No, I just thought it was special. I know people like more the other ones, like the Nemesis one. I
Mm,
even think he's back to it now for the Olympic season.
I'm not sure.
But what I really liked about Nathan is that he's always coming up with something new. I have a feeling like he
Change it
never looks
every
the
time.
same. And kudos to him and his team because not everyone does that.
No, actually, that's one of my eternal fights with like people in general because they criticize skaters who are not like like in the ladies, the skaters who are not like the ballerina, like
Yeah,
they criticize Trusova because she's like stronger and she doesn't look like Sherbakova or Valieva, right? So what
yeah.
I say is that okay, it's really nice to watch skaters who are like delicate and like ballerinas, but it's also nice to see something else. I mean, art is not one thing. Art is like million things, and you must learn to appreciate like the art in different ways. And I love skaters when they like change and don't stick to just one style and one type of music. You know what I mean?
you. I agree 100% with you.
Yeah.
That makes also a real artist is to have more more characters in yourself than just one.
Yeah, totally. So good for Nathan. I mean, he's doing an amazing job.
Yeah. And oh my god, in pair skating, I like So let me be honest. I'm really rooting for the Chinese team to get their Olympic gold medal in China.
Uh-huh.
I would love that for them, but I guess we'll see how their injuries are going to be fixed,
Yeah.
or how they. I mean, I can't really talk about. To be honest, I can't even really talk about pair skating because I just don't know. Like the Russians are great, of course.
It's going to be a tough competition, but I think the Chinese still can get it. I mean,
They
they
can do.
are like
My,
ruling the world right now.
yes, my heart goes for the Chinese team. I would really
Mine too.
hope. Yeah,
Yeah, and the Russians are good. I mean, they're skating really good now. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
yeah. And ice dance, I am really, 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 really rooting for Gabrielle and Guillaume.
Yes. Me too.
There's nothing else I can say. I mean, they're just so inspiring, and I've loved them since the first time I saw them,
They're
and
amazing.
they're amazing. And for me, they're just so, so special, and they deserve the gold medal. Not to say that someone else doesn't deserve the gold medal, but they are really different compared to all the other
They're
teams that
so
we've
special.
seen. Exactly. And I think they should be rewarded for
Yeah, I
winning.
think so too. Who else, behind them, who else do you think could be on the podium?
Well, obviously, probably Victoria Sinitsina and Nikita Kapsalapov,
Yeah.
which I really love their style with the free program that they had last year. I mean, they went back to it. Um, wait, is it freezing again?
Yeah, you're freezing, but I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna continue talking. I really love their free dance. So I guess they're going to be very close fighting for also the Olympic medals.
Yes.
And then I really like Piper and Paul from Canada.
Oh yeah, of course.
Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier.
Mm-hmm.
And some American team will also go into the mix. I really loved Madison Chops and Evan Bates' Egyptian free dance.
Yeah.
That was really cool. But you know who I'm rooting for actually really a lot?
Who?
Can make it to the medals, but they can get very close to it. My friends from Great Britain, Lila and Lewis.
Oh yeah, that would be
I
nice.
really, I really, really like them a lot. Yeah,
Wow, I guess we'll be seeing on the next competitions on the Grand Prix series and everything how how the standings are coming. But
yeah,
I think it's going to be like a killer season. I mean, it's like everybody's so high level right now. It's
yeah,
crazy. It's going
yeah.
to be fun.
And every competition is going to be like as if it would be a world championships because everyone is gonna try to skate at every competition their very best. So I know the feeling myself.
It's
Yeah,
going to be crazy. So we will have a lot of fun this season. So thank you
yeah.
so much for everything. I mean, it was so nice talking to you and hearing about your trajectory and your new projects and everything. I really hope that we can see you competing again. That would be really good. I mean, we would love to see this new Jodi skating, really nice and different and everything. And good luck with all the projects. And girls, like I said before, get in line because we will have a casting soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and it was a pleasure to talk to you.
You too. Have a nice night. And thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Yes, thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.